But really, this was designed to have as minimal maintenance as possible. Our engineers really, truly thought about everything when they were designing this product.
Welcome to the MTDCNC Tech Corner. I'm here with Phillips from 3nine's Corporation. Today we are digging into how to install their units and how to maintain them. Thank you so much for being here today, Phillips.
Well, thank you, Arthur. Thank you for having me.
All right, so out of those two, I think we should start with installation. Let's say we've already worked with you and you've helped us select the right unit for our machine tool. Mm-hmm. What are the next steps in the installation process?
Well, that's a great question. Today we're looking at our Freya. This is the another one of the products in our new Apex line. When we were creating this line, Arthur, we were really trying to make it as user-friendly. Mm-hmm. We understand that machine shops are very busy, there's less staff on hand, so we definitely want to make this as easy as possible to install.
Okay, well, really quick though, is what we're about to talk about, is it only going to apply to the Freya or is it going to apply to everything in the Apex line?
Great question. This applies to everything in the Apex line.
All right.
Yes, sir. So everything in the Apex line has 3 different mounting options. You have your direct mount, which is preferable to be mounted on top of the machine tool. So if they move the machine tool, the Apex line goes with it. We also have a wall mount where if you don't have the ceiling requirement that you want, or there's not enough footprint on top of the machine tool, you can mount it on the wall. Okay. And finally, we have our floor mount that is mounted off of the machine tool on the floor that can be mounted anywhere around the machine tool.
So for the machine shops out there, how would they determine the right saddle mount for their installation?
Well, it really is up to the customer. We do work hand in hand with the customer. We do send them out literature before we give them a quotation. They give us back that literature and we give them a customized quote for their application. Well, the next part of the installation, which in the past has been a little more complicated, but with the Apex, we have what we call our 16-pin Harding plug. Okay. This is just a plug and play. They bring power to the Harding unit. We plug it in. Power's there. Is that simple?
So you've got the quick connector now, the power's all connected, the unit is then powered on, we just turn a switch and walk away?
Almost. In our past, our SIP, our clean in place, was always a standalone feature. With the new Apex line, the SIP is now integrated. So the SIP, the power, everything to the SIP, everything for this entire unit is now brought in through this Harding plug. There's no additional power needed.
That's fantastic. What about hooking up the coolant line? Do you need to hook up something for that?
A great question, Arthur. We actually hook into your constant coolant line. Anything that has between 20 and 200 PSI of constant pressure, we can hook our clean in place directly up to that. The coolant line is hooked directly into the bottom of this. It's a quick plug. Once it's hooked in, you can sort of walk away. That portion of the installation is done.
So we've covered all of the installation, Phillips. What do we have to do on the maintenance side of things?
Well, great question, Arthur. You see up here we have our light. Yeah. This is our LED light. This light's going to tell you one of 3 things. Right now in green, everything's good. If it turns blue, it means we have an issue with the screen or the filter. If it turns red, there's an electrical fault. Probably a good time to give 3nine a call at that point. But assuming that this light here is blue, we're going to look at one of 2 things, our screen or our filter. With the screen, you're just looking to make sure the screen is not clogged. The screen is going to be located in line, whether inside of the machine tool or in line between the inlet of the Freya in this situation and the machine tool. So somewhere in that line, there's going to be a screen. You want to pull that screen out, clean it off, get the chips off it, make sure that it is as clear of debris, put it back in. This light should turn back to green. If it doesn't, there's a chance that your filter's full.
Oh, okay. Well, could you show us what that looks like?
Absolutely. So it's 4 easy steps to change this filter out. First thing you want to do is you want to pop these 2 clamps right here. You notice there's a wheel on the side, on the side on both. This just serves as a kickstand. Turn it and turn it. Now the kickstand's up, fold the side down, and then pull the filter out.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. When you get a new filter, repeat the steps. Put the filter back in, turn the side up, pull down the kickstands, and then put your clamps back on. Just like that, your filter's changed.
So what about maintaining the SIP system then?
Well, this is probably the most important part. What separates us from everybody else, as we've talked about, is our SIP, our clean in place. The fact that we are able to clean the inside of this thing periodically throughout the day, which is what allows us to be in some of the dirtiest applications on the market. So every one of these Apex units is going to come with this Apex control box. You're going to have a switch right here to control the unit itself and a switch here to control the SIP. Now these are spring loaded. We'd ask our customers to every other week, once a month, depending on the application, to turn this to the right. It's going to be spring loaded. Once you let go, it'll pop right back to auto. At that point, you want to walk away, walk back, count to about 15 seconds, and you want to find that drain hose. It's going to be a clear hose, a 32 millimeter clear hose. You want to make sure that within 15 seconds, there's liquid coming down that hose. As long as there is, that SIP's still working. It's going to be maintained. The inside of this unit is going to stay clean. It's going to run for as long as a 50,000 motor will run. Okay,
so as long as that works fine, then you just move on. What would be the next steps? Let's say it doesn't come back through the return.
The SIP comes on board and all the new Apex units. So the SIP's going to be right underneath this panel. There's 3 screws you have to unscrew. When you unscrew these 3 screws, you can pull this panel right off. And underneath you have your SIP. This SIP shows a number of things. Right here is your solenoid valve. You have your black line right here. That's the actual line that is the coolant's going through. And you have your other lines here. You want to check for any sort of abrasions, any tearing, anything being pulled out. This is more of a visual check to make sure that this is all functional. If something is out, you can obviously contact 3nine and ask for a replacement.
Phillips, let's say that everything there looks good. There's no obvious things to replace. What would be the next step in the maintenance?
Great question. So we have a panel here, our control panel. We have 6 screws here you take out. Inside of this control panel, you'll find your motor start overload. You'll find all of your electronics. There's also a SIP timer where you can increase the duration, maybe decrease the frequency. If you have a very high swarf environment, you want this to be cleaned more often, you can come in here and you can actually adjust that SIP feature.
Phillips, do you offer service and support outside of this?
Arthur, we do. We have service centers in North America, throughout Europe, but really this was designed to have as minimal maintenance as possible. Our engineers really, truly thought about everything when they were designing this product.
Thank you so much, Phillips, for going over the installation as well as the maintenance. It's clear that you've put a lot of thought into this to make it simpler for all the machine shops out there so that they can bring clean air into their shops without all the headaches of maintenance that are common in other systems. So thank you to you and the team at 3nine for really driving home the separation technology.